World Health Organization has released a report on insufficient physical activity among adolescents. The report shows that insufficient physical activity is one of the 10 leading risk factors for global mortality. In South Africa, the Health Ministry says young people are increasingly consuming more unhealthy foods, sugar-sweetened beverages, and leading generally inactive lifestyles. The result is obesity and undernutrition. CGTN's Yolisa and Njamela has more.
South Africa is battling undernutrition, hunger, and obesity. Millions of children are eating too little of what they need, and millions are eating too much of what they don't need, and that is laced with physical inactivity amongst this group. According to the World Health Organization, obesity, particularly in the urban settings, is a major risk factor for diabetes 2, high blood pressure, and heart attacks.
So we have a perfect storm currently that's resulting in children being ill and becoming sicker as a consequence of not eating the right foods or not having enough to eat, as well as insufficient physical activity. Now, those two in combination is a perfect storm for a range of diseases that are not only confined to childhood, but follow children into adulthood.
Poverty plays a huge role in this issue.
So there's some estimates that suggest that about 6 million South African children go to bed hungry on a fairly regular basis. And that reflects on levels of poverty in the country. And those children will be eating too little. And when they do eat, they will be eating often the wrong things. And when I say the wrong things, I mean they will be eating processed foods, because processed foods like polony, etc., are cheaper than the more nutritious foods. So that's one of the challenges we have.
It's a real concern, and the South African government has introduced some interventions. These include the initiation of a sugar tax. It's designed to reduce sugar intake from sugar-sweetened beverages by upping the price with a 20% fiscal tax.
We call it a health promotion levy. It promotes health. And that has actually reduced the consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages in the short time we've had it in place, which is just under 2 years. And the other consequence is that the National Treasury has been able to generate some additional revenue, around 3 billion rands in the last 2 years. The other thing we are doing, of course, is working with the food industry to, for example, get the fast food industry, the restaurants and the takeaways, to reduce size portions, the portions of sizes, to offer water as an alternative to all this sugar-sweetened beverages.
Obesity shortens a person's lifespan and affects their quality of life. Research indicates that if left unchecked, the rise in obesity could lead to future decline in life expectancy. Yolisa and Njamela for CGTN in Pretoria, South Africa.